Okay, I need to make sure I'm live. I don't know. Okay, I think I'm live. Andy, if you're here, can you let me know you can hear me? I think I am. Okay. Guys, this internet, the weather here lately is crazy. Like, I found myself on, I think it was Sunday, on the highway when there was tornado, and the sirens all over town was on, and I was on the highway. Yesterday we had a bad storm, and like the road is flooded, and I'm trying to fix my internet, and I don't know what's going on, but I'm live and I'm here, and I'm so excited, and thank you so much for being here with me today. Last week I had to take some times off, and my body just told me to relax. My body told me that I just need to lay down, adjust, analyze, and see what's going on. And that's why my topic for today is how I started healing my body by changing my beliefs. Because first of all, how is I cannot believe we're in April. We are in April, guys. It's like 4 months in 2025, and soon 2026 is gonna be around the corner. This is crazy. So I hope you are getting things done, preparing yourself for a great month, and working on your goals and your dreams. Andy, you still here? Check out Andy's Circle Ministry. He do plumbing also, and he's based on South Carolina. And he also have Andy's Circle Ministry as well. Check his link in bio. Please subscribe. We support each other on YouTube and outside, and I'm so grateful for your friendship. Okay, thank you so much, Andy. So, yeah, today I want to talk about how I started healing my body by changing my beliefs. So, a few weeks ago, I don't remember the week, but I'm week 35 now. And baby, she's almost here, which is so excited. And I'm excited for for baby to come. But one of my prenatal appointment, they start checking my blood pressure, and it seems like that my blood pressure higher than what it should be. So we start like they did check my protein in my urine and my creatine, and from prenatal appointment to another, they seem that the blood pressure is still high. It's not like in the normal range. So they said that they want to me to come twice a week now. Now, this is before you come in once a week. So I was every 2 weeks, but because of my blood pressure, I start coming every twice a week. One, I have a prenatal appointment, and the other appointment, do ultrasound and follow up about the ultrasound. Baby's head, by the way, it's already down, and she got a score 8 out of 8 twice already. So she's doing amazing. But that make me think. That's what I want to share with you today, this topic. That make me think, okay, you know your body. You know that you are healthy. Even though since I found out that I'm pregnant, I try to get back to my workout routine, like boxing and lifting weights and all kind of stuff that I did, and it didn't work out for me. So I took a break, and when I tried to go back again, it didn't work. And I said, okay, do what you can, but I haven't worked out since October, maybe early beginning of October. But I know that I'm healthy. I know baby's healthy. So that something didn't align with the blood, but with the high blood pressure. And My watch, it's an Apple Watch, so it gave me a notification every time that my heart rate is higher when I'm resting. Now, the first two appointments, I said, oh, I don't know, maybe every time I come here, it seems like my blood pressure high. But when I'm home and I do stuff, I don't feel anything. So they start checking more into my symptoms, and it seems like I don't have headaches. I don't have any blurry vision or something with my vision, and I don't have any pain above my belly. Then I start asking myself, what is going on? I always said that, and I'm gonna keep saying that your thoughts, your beliefs, your spirit, your spiritual body, your everything inside of you, whatever you're saying to yourself, your physical body will follow. So I had to sit down with myself and ask myself a lot of questions, and that I had to go deep, deep inside and see where's this pressure come from? Like, what is that I'm thinking about? Because the first week or two, I'm like, everything okay. I know maybe just one time high blood pressure, everything is gonna be good. And the next time I'll come, everything is gonna be amazing. But there is a connection between your mind and body. Now, before I'm gonna dive in, I am not a doctor and I'm not a nurse. This is not a medical advice. This is a all spiritual advice, okay? What about to share with you, I'm not saying that you need to ignore anything that the doctor say or the nurse says, but I know before, and I'm talking about myself, before you're going to take any pill, any prescription, I would like for you to do like a deep, it's a called deep digging. You want to go really, really deep and ask yourself, what beliefs are you holding? Because there was a connection between my thoughts and my beliefs to high blood pressure. And I had to go really, really deep. It's not like you ask yourself one question and you be like, okay, no, I had to go, okay, what caused? There was worries, there was uncertainty. Yeah, it was, because I'm experiencing something that I have not experienced before. It's my first pregnancy. Yeah, I don't know what to expect when you go into labor. Like, as much as I watch YouTube videos and friends tell me this and that, they sharing their experience, and I respect that. But at the same time, you really don't know what are you what how everything is going to work. And I think that was lead me inside my subconscious mind to a high blood pressure. So I start asking myself a lot of questions, and you know what, I'm gonna pull up those questions for you, because that maybe help you to understand better about your body. Because I realize that there is so many, it's not a lot of beliefs that I had, but hold on, I put it on my notes when I start creating it. Because I said something is I have to fix this. Like, give me 1 second. I need to look at it in my notes. No, hold on. I had questions that I asked myself, but I start doing healing, because I realize, okay, one of my questions was, what responsibilities am I carrying that is not mine? Where I'm resisting change or flexibility in my life? Do I allow myself to ask for help to receive help. I ask myself also, there is so many questions that I ask myself. Um, Hold on. I really want to share this with you. Give me 1 second. Um, where is those questions that I... Okay, do I feel like I'm alone and I need to hold everything by myself? Do I feel like that I'm not stable financially or emotionally? Is that for me hard to ask for help or get support? If there is any anger inside of me that I haven't hasn't relieved yet. Now, the more those questions lead me to more questions, because once I answer those questions, I sat with myself and I start answering those questions, more questions came up. And the more questions came up, this is the more I got into the core belief and the limiting beliefs that I had to change and start letting go a lot of stuff with my spirit, because it affect my physical body. That's why you want to go deep, dig in for the root of the belief. Now, beginning again, I thought I'm good. Okay, I'm gonna release this and that, and I sense some healing. But I realized, okay, I need to go deeper. Like there is something deep inside of my beliefs that I need to work on. And part of it was, I'm scared. What are you scared about? What's the worst can happen? You know, one questions lead to another. Um, um, how it's going, what are you, how breastfeeding works. Like, okay, I took an online class, and as much as I look on you, it's not the same. How often do I need to breastfeeding? What happened if I can? What if what if I? It's just so many things that really got me into the place that I'm not releasing, and I'm not like calm, and I'm not like, my brain start working 24/7, and I was like, it affect my physical body. So I had to change, and I had to go really deep to find the core belief to change it to something positive. And after 2 weeks, maybe a little bit more, again, I'm going twice a week, okay, because they need to follow up of everything that I like my urine, my ultrasound, my high blood pressure. They need to follow up with that. But I said, okay, take it one step at a time. And you see, I want to share something with you. Every organ in our body affects something else in a spiritual. Like everything, each one, it's responsible for something different in our spiritual body. Emotion, stress, name it. So I started really going deep inside of each organ, and I started doing it like it's a process. It's not something that obviously happened overnight, because the more I realized I need to change stuff, the more I needed to work on. Now, I didn't have any symptoms because I know my body. I know I'm healthy. I know, like, they call it a pre-eclampsia, something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. But something has to change. Now, I'm a very responsible, and I'm independent. And for the first time, I realized that I'm gonna have to let Steve take over, and I can do whatever I can, but I can't do much. And that point really got me. That point really got me. when I realized that I cannot control everything. There are things that if I'm tired, I need to lay down. If I am, if I'm stressed, stress not lead me anywhere. But the thought in my mind lead me to stress because the unknown about to happen and all that with all the questions that I had to ask myself lead me to high blood pressure, protein in my urine, and all kind of stuff around that. And when I said to myself, check this out, I start digging into those beliefs and I start doing the work with myself. So every night I sat with myself and another question into another question to another question is so many questions until I got to the core of the belief. And when I found that, when I found the belief, the limiting belief that I need to change, that feeling was like you take a deep breath and you feel so relaxed. This part of awareness, and Andy talked about it yesterday. That's why I highly recommend to check his channel out. He talked about awareness in 2025. If you take all the numbers, is 9. 9, it's awareness. So this is a year of awareness. But when because for 2 weeks, I'm like, what's going on? I never had a high blood pressure. Okay, I'm pregnant. I get it. Things change. But then I realized, okay, but my kidneys, they're doing good job. Like the functions good. My liver is functions good. It's not like it's what's going on. But check this out. When I start working on those beliefs, when I start releasing all the doubts, all the fear, all the uncertainty, and I said, I'm releasing all that, and I know I have support. You are not alone in this process, and I'm not. It just me so independent and do stuff all the time and taking care of myself, but I'm not alone. I have Steve, I have friends, I have family around me. All you have to do is just maybe ask for help. But once I start releasing everything, and it didn't happen overnight, okay? Before I went to sleep, I start healing myself. Remember, when you're in a theta state, when before you go to sleep, your conscious mind is going to sleep and your subconscious mind is awake. And this is the time when I start healing myself. This is the time when I start releasing everything, all the things that is not serving me, and I start putting beliefs that are more positive, that are more like I saw the light, a white light coming into my body through the crown chakra. I saw my kidneys and my liver, all the blood's flowing, like everything normal. I open all the gates. Again, it's all in my mind to let the blood circulation flow like healthy. Okay. I saw my blood pressure going on normal. Like I start healing myself. Now I did it every single day at night. The last time I came to my prenatal appointment, she checked my blood pressure. She checked it twice because I told her when I'm active, it's gonna be high. I'm not used to be active again since maybe sometimes September and October. I'm not active as much as I used to. So she came back again after she checked baby heartbeat, which she's doing amazing. Body, all her organs in her body is doing great, but she came back again to check my blood pressure because I told her, come back. I know, come back after. And guess what? Blood pressure is normal. Kidneys is perfect. Liver is good. Everything is good. It took me a few weeks. Yes, it did, because it's a process. It's not a magic. It's not something that happened overnight. But I'm not going to lie to you. The first week, I ignore all of that. I said, it's probably like a one-time thing. I'm not worried about it because I know I'm healthy. I keep saying to myself, I'm healthy. I have a healthy pregnancy, fun, easy, and everything is good. Baby is healthy. Like, I wasn't really paying attention too much. I said, okay, it's probably like a one-time thing that my blood pressure is high. But I came back again and again. Now we're going twice a week, and I said, okay, hold on, I need to fix it. Like, I removed my fibroids through my mind. The doctor was in shock. Baby's head and all her, she's 5 pounds. And I told her, I knew everything is gonna be okay. She said, I knew you're gonna heal it. Like, you're so spiritual. That's why I wanted to share this with you, to show you how powerful you really are. Like, and again, I'm like you. I'm not like, all I did was ask myself questions to lead me to my limiting beliefs, to the core of the beliefs, so I can heal. Once you have found the beliefs, it's easy. Again, it's a process. It's not a magic. It didn't happen for me overnight. But the fact that I healed myself again, and I went deep, because I never deal with kidneys or liver or high blood pressure or anything like that. It was like kind of very, normal stuff. Like simple stuff, like stomach and, elbows, some pain, and some pain in the leg and head. But that was like the moment that I realized, you want to think positive no matter what. You always want to feed your mind with positivity. And when you have any kind of worries or uncertain or anxiety, let's say anxiety. I didn't have anxiety. I have more like, it's a fear. It's a fear that involved with excitement together. And I said, I'm not going to ignore it, because before I did. It was simple stuff, but this time we're talking about my body. I'm carrying another human being, a spiritual being inside my body. Like, I need to do something about it. So how many of you, if you listen to me right now or later on, once the doctor tell you you have this or you have that, and your body start to react, your physical body start to react. And what they do, they give you some medication, they give you some prescription, and you start taking them without doing any research. Why? Because he's a doctor, because he knows better than you. And it's not like I disrespect their job. Don't get me wrong. But there is emotional things involved here before you start taking pills and medication. Nobody asked you how you feel. Nobody really went deep down to the core belief that caused that. And once you diagnose with something, you start believing it. You start believing it. Your body react to it. Your mind start to react to it. And you start to act like that's what you have. But when I ask myself, Do you really have a high blood pressure? Do you really have all that? I refuse to believe it, because once you believe it, you accept it, and that's it. Like, okay, I got it. No, I said there is something that I need to work on. The fact that my family from Israel is not gonna come affect me. I thought that my mom's gonna come by herself or with my dad, and when they told me they can come, that probably the support that I was looking for from close family probably really got me. Then my mind started to think, okay, well, how I'm gonna. One of my question was to myself was how do you take a first bath? How do you, yeah, first bath for a newborn? What are you gonna do? What if you don't know how to change diapers? What if you fell asleep the whole night and you're not waking up baby to eat? Like, those kind of stuff really got me into the point that I had a high blood pressure. If you know how to release those doubts and thoughts, I remember I walked into to our bedroom, and I had tears in my eyes from happiness. And I told Steve, I finally got it. Like, I finally know what's going on, and I finally know how to fix it. It's so much for a type. It's so much for me to type, but connect me when. Okay, contact me when the show. Okay, no problem. And yeah, that's okay. Because I have an update for you, but I'm gonna share with you when I after the show. I had like excitement moment, realizing and knowing this is what I need to work on. Part of awareness, and not letting someone else tell me. Again, I'm not saying I don't have the pre-eclampsia or whatever they call it. Okay, but also I'm pregnant. Okay, let's. I am pregnant. It's not like I'm ignoring what they're saying, but at the same time, I know my body. I know who I'm listening to. I know what I'm watching. I know what what I'm eating. And yet, those thoughts of worries got me. But now I know how to handle, and now I know how to shift, and how to work with my with that spiritual mind, spiritual body. Because once you do that, watch, your body will respond. And one of the best examples also I can give you, one of my best friends, she went to do a DNA test. She wanted to check her DNA. Check this out. She got the results. She was confused. They told her that she has a gluten problem and sugar problem. And she's like, what? It can't be. But what caught her attention was that her results and her husband results was very, very similar. And I told her something doesn't make no sense. Why it's similar? He's a male, you're female, like something is off. But think about, she had the awareness of go deeper, and she went to do a blood test, and guess what? Everything is perfect. There is no gluten problem, there is no sugar problem, there is no some other stuff that she mentioned. But if she wouldn't take it to the next step, even though I did also question, I sent her some questions to ask herself, because it does come from her beliefs. But if she my point is that if she didn't take it to the next step, she would take this belief and she started believing that she has a sugar problem and gluten problems, because for maybe a few days she was scared to eat. Why? Because someone told her, a doctor or some test result that she read, that she has all that. How many people on this earth believe that they have something because someone else told them? And you know what? I'm gonna take it even further. It's not just about DNA test or high blood pressure. Someone told you you're not worth it. Someone told you you're ugly. Someone told you, oh, you're not gonna make it. How many people on this earth really take it as truth? And what happened? Once you take it as truth, you start believing it. You start believing it and you start adopting a belief that it's not even true about yourself. And there's so many people on this planet. That's why they have anxiety. That's why they take pills. That's why it's easy for the doctor to give you this, okay, take this medicine, you'll be fine. Nobody doing like a really deep emotional job, work to go deep inside to your subconscious mind, scan your body. I scan my body to see where is those, what's going on with my high blood pressure. Now, Andy, you know me, and whoever listened to me may know me that I am a healer and I do theta healing work. But for me to scan my body was kind of like what I'm going to find out. That's what also took me a few days to do it. I was scared. I'm not going to lie to you. But once I scanned my body, once I start sending healing everywhere, I realized, you know what? you you're good. Okay, so you have some high blood pressure, but my blood pressure started to get normal and stabilize like with the last two appointments. Now I bought a high blood pressure machine to do at home, and when I check it at home, it seems like everything is okay. But then I took it to the clinic as well because they wanted to check if it's accurate. She checked my blood pressure on my left hand, on my right hand, and she checked the one that they have in the clinic. Everything was normal. Everything was okay. And she put a note on my file that she put everything there because I know, right? You have to be clear headed. But when a woman are pregnant, their body and hormones do a lot of stuff, but nothing to, right. I realized that. I did. But I said, I'm not going to sit down at home and say, oh, I have a high blood pressure. I have this, I have that. Because I said, I'm not saying those words to myself. I'm not saying I have. I'm not saying I am a risk. No, I am healthy. My blood pressure is normal. I am. All the I am that I can, I did. I didn't let that belief get into me because I said it's not gonna benefit me at all. And I'm asking you, is it benefits you? When you start worries and when we worry about some stuff, or um like you feel overwhelmed about some stuff that happens to you in your personal life or at work or with a relationship, instead of sitting and trying to digging into the problem, why don't you start finding a solution like I did? The moment I realized that I need to go there twice a week, I said, I need I need to do some work with myself. I didn't let that affect me. And that night when I walked into the room and I shared this with Steve, I slept so good because for days I used to wake up during the night and you wake up and your mind start working, and I had to get up and I start writing stuff because I'm like, man, I think I think I'm onto something. And I did believe. I had it's not 100%, it's 101% belief that I know I can heal myself and I can improve those test results. This is how when you trust yourself, And when you trust the universe, you trust the process, you know everything is going to be okay. And I didn't say 1 second to myself, what if it doesn't work? I knew it's going to work. I removed fibroids. I removed so many things from not only from myself, from other people. So when it's come to you, you have that doubt a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you, but I didn't let that affect me because I knew how powerful I am. I just knew it. I knew like this is it has to go. And I saw fear coming out and excitement coming in. And I saw doubts going out and happiness coming in. Like it's all in your mind. This is the visualization, the vision that you see. Because your mind is more powerful than anything else. That's how I healed myself in the past 2-3 weeks. Again, it didn't happen overnight. And when you start asking yourself those questions, it takes you a while because you're trying to, it's not ignore it, but you're trying to like, what's the word I'm looking for? You be like, everything is going to be okay. You know, I don't need this. But what if you do? Your headaches can come from negative thoughts, can come from not sleeping good. It can come from not eating well, enough protein, fat, carbs, drinking water. Like it can come from so many things that you don't have to go take a pill right away because you have a strong headache. When you have a pain in your belly area, this is the solar plex. You want to make sure you're raising your vibration. Maybe you lack of energy, you need some energy. Like everything has, remember, everything connects to everything. Every organ, the pineal gland. Like everything has to, that's the connection between your mind and your body. Do you know how powerful you are when you start healing yourself? It's like you're releasing everything from your body, your spiritual body, and your physical body follow. So, what is one belief that you need to shift to allow healing yourself in your life? What is that one belief? Drop it in the comments and let me know. Because once you figure that out, I feel so good. I feel powerful. I feel like if I can do this, there is a lot more that I can do. And you can do the same thing. You don't need permission to use your power. You don't need permission to someone tell you how to do and what to do. And again, I'm not telling you ignoring doctors or nurses or anything like that. What I'm asking you to do is do your own research. Before you start taking all those medication and pills and put it into your system. Do your own research. See how every organ in your body connects to your spiritual body and how everything aligns together with the chakras in your crown chakra, your third eye, pineal gland, the heart chakra, everything connect with each other. And that's it. That's really what I want to share with you today. That's one of the reasons I didn't do a show last week. I needed to rest. I needed to figure this out. And I did. And I feel so great and I feel so good and I'm happy. And yeah, so 35 weeks today. Baby is 5 pounds. Head is down already. And yeah, she's doing amazing. Steve put her bed together today, and car seat is ready with the stroller. All her clothes is washed already and ready to go. And yeah, so that's it. That's really what I wanted to share with you. How powerful you are. You can heal yourself, and it's a lot to do with who you're listening to, what are you watching, what are you consuming. Lately I'm when I do Uber a few hours a day, I listening to music that I really used to like a few years ago. You're feeling it and you start like jamming around the car and you be like, okay. But I stopped paying attention to the lyrics. And I said, I don't know if this is what I want to listen to. Like negative stuff and depressing stuff. The music is great, but the lyrics, not at all. So once you start paying attention to that, I said, I don't want to listen to this. It doesn't benefit me. I don't want this negative. I want positivity in my life. I want to watch something that makes me laugh. Worries and doubts, it's not going to get us anywhere. Have you ever felt like that? Like you're stuck? Like you can't move because of that? Because those questions running into your mind, what if, what if? And people people will tell you. They will tell you, don't ignore it. Listen to the doctors. Oh, it's just in your mind. You probably do have it, but they're gonna keep telling you so many things. But when you get to know yourself and who you really are, nobody can tell you anything. You're gonna do your own research. And yeah, you can heal yourself. Once you get to that core belief, and I'll say this is might be the longest work with yourself, because again, it's a process, it's not a magic, and it's not going to happen overnight. It's something that you have to keep doing constantly. So let me see if I have anything else. I think that's it for today. Subscribe, share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Like this video. I appreciate you so much. And we're in April 3rd, 2025. Work on your goals, on your dreams, see where you need to improve. If doubts and fear keeps you on the way, you can always book a free consultation with me. I can give you some actionable steps to take right away and see how we can work together so I can serve you and I can help you overcome those fears and doubts so you can step into your power and you become the best version of yourself, because we need to leave that old version in the past. Because so many things you can do, so many things that you can accomplish. And remember, stuck is just a feeling. Unstuck, it's also just a feeling. So thank you again. Thank you, Andy, for being here with me today. I'm going to call you in a few minutes. And thank you for everyone who's been here with me or listen later. I appreciate you so much. I love you, and baby too. And I'm planning on being here next week. In the meantime, have a great rest of the day. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Enjoy the weekend. Take some time with yourself. Sit down and see, where are you with your goals? Where are you with whatever that you want to accomplish this 2025? Okay? So I see you next week. Have a good night.